Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch on my channel. We now move on to the next round in our 1985 postseason. We are at Busch Stadium. This is Game 1 of the 1985 National League Championship Series between the Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Houston Astros swept the Los Angeles Dodgers 3-0 in their division series, and the Cincinnati Reds took the Astros to task, but the Astros won that series 2-1 in the National League Wild Card Series. The St. Louis Cardinals were down by 5 runs in the midway through the 5th inning, and Game 3 of the NLDS, and then somehow in a crazy Game 3 win, won that game, won Game 4, and then absolutely obliterated the Expos in Game 5 to win a massive come-from-behind series in the National League Division Series there, to move on to the championship series here at Busch Stadium. Philip Reynolds is first to come through the turnstiles. So today it is Game 1 of the 1985 NLCS between the Astros and the Cardinals. I'm expecting we got two very good pitching staffs. Could be very interesting to see how this series will go. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Danny Cox. He is their number 2 starter. He gets the call, and Cox is 0-1 for the postseason. So let's get going here. Next round, top of the first inning, 1985 NLCS. Astros and the Cardinals. And this is exciting, as I hope it will be. And I'll go ahead and get the information I'm looking for here, and we are ready to play. Top of the first inning, leading off for the Astros will be second baseman Bill Doran. Doran for the series, for the postseason right now, is batting .230. Here we go. Top of the first, Game 1, 1985 National League Championship Series. Cox will pitch 4-4. That is a strikeout. Doran, that is 11. That's going to be too high. Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts, 2 from walks, and 1 from home runs. Doran, however, gets to swing 6-5, and he pops out to first. Out number 1. Next batter is the shortstop, Craig Reynolds. Reynolds for the postseason is batting .292. Cox will pitch 5-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Reynolds will swing 3-4. That's a double into right field for Craig Reynolds. He will go there and hold at second with a double. He continues to hit well. Next batter, first baseman Denny Walling. Walling for the Astros is batting .417 for the postseason. He is their leading hitter. Infield will stay back. Rolling a strat. That's a 6. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. That's a 5-6. Wild pitch. The 12 is high. We'll do it again. Cox 6-3. Strikeout. 16 is high. Walling will swing 5-6. And that's a ball hit to left field. That is a 9. Against a righty, it's going to be too high. And it's just going to be a fly out to left. Reynolds will have to hold at second. And that's out number 2. That will bring up center fielder Jose Cruz. Cruz for the series is batting .136. He's not having a good, .136. He's not having a very good postseason. He's underachieving tremendously. 2 outs. Strat rolls as a 17. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. 5-1. That's a blank. He's not tired. Cruz will swing 6-4. He grounds it right back to Cox. And that will end the inning. So no runs and a hit for the Astros, as they cannot bring anybody in. Oh, I'm pretty sure they'll show up soon. We we go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros will be the Nolan Ryan Express. Ryan is the number 3 starter for the Astros, and he is 1-0 for the postseason. Leading off for the Cardinals will be left fielder Vince Coleman. Coleman right now is batting 167 for the postseason, so he's not doing that great as a leadoff hitter. Ryan will pitch. That's a 4-6. That's a range play. Coleman will swing. 6-1. Fly ball, center field. Hit to Cruz. His range is a 3. He will not make it. Is that a single or a double? That will be a single for Coleman. Leadoff base hit for the Cardinals. Leadoff base hit for the Cardinals as Cruz couldn't make that play, and that puts a very dangerous runner on first base. Infield will move halfway. Here is the center fielder, Willie McGee. McGee for the postseason is batting 261. Does Coleman get a jump? Absolutely on a 1, and he is definitely going to go ahead and try to steal. He has a 16 plus 1 is a 17. Bailey, a 1-17. Coleman steals second base. He steals it with no trouble. It's a 14, gets under the tag, and now he is on second. Stolen base for Coleman. Does he get a chance now to try to steal third? In order to do that, 14, he needs a 7 or lower. No, he will hold. Now the infield is back. Nolan Ryan will pitch to McGee. That's a 3-3. That's a blank. McGee gets to swing 5-6. And that is a fly out to center field. And that is out number 1. Coleman, in order to advance to third, he's got a 5. Needs a 2, but a 6-6, he's out. And he will hold at second base. So no chance to go there, and that's 1 down. Second baseman Tommy Herr, forever remain 90, joins us here at Busch Stadium for Game 1 of this NLCS. Herr is batting 300 for the postseason for the Cardinals so far. Coleman, 15, nothing happening there. Ryan will pitch. 2-3. That's a strikeout chance. That 7 against a righty is too high. Herr has an 8, -2 is a 6, so Herr does not strike out. He does swing, though, 3-5, and he pops out to third. And that is out number 2. 2 men down. The batter now is first baseman Jack Clark. Clark is batting 364 for the postseason. He is the Cardinals' leading hitter. 2 outs. I'll roll a strat. And that is a 4. I think I'll let Clark swing away. I'm not going to have Coleman steal. Clark can hit the ball, so Coleman will stay at second base. Ryan will pitch. 2-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Clark will swing 3-3, and he pops out to short, and the inning is over. So no runs and a hit. A stolen base for the Cardinals. Nothing doing for either team. No score after 1. Top of the second. Leading off for the Astros will be right fielder Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey for the postseason. And where is he? I think Mumphrey is 1 for something here. I forgot he was not on the team. He was not there. Or did I write that in there, I thought? No, I did not. What's Mumphrey doing for the postseason? Let's see here. Mumphrey for the postseason is factually 5 for 19. So that's not too bad. He's 5 for 19, so that's not too bad. Cox will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 3-4. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 1-5. That's a double to left field for Jerry Mumphrey. He continues to hit well, and he gets a double. Leadoff 2-bagger for the Astros. And that will bring up left fielder Kevin Bass. He is in left field for this game. Bass for the postseason is batting 227. Checking on a strat. And that is a 1. I don't think Mumphrey's going to steal. He'll stay right where he's at. Actually, he didn't have a chance to steal there because 2 minus 1 is a 1. So Mumphrey's not stealing. Cox will pitch to Bass. And that's a 5-5 range play. Busch Stadium will bring it up. Range play. 1-4 for Bass. That's a fly ball to left field. That's it to Coleman. His range is a 3. And he won't get it. Single or double. That's going to be a single for Kevin Bass. Mumphrey's base running rating is a 3. Single to left, -2 is a 1. Coleman -1 is a 0. So Mumphrey has no chance to score. He will have to hold at third. But a base hit for Bass. And the Astros are in business. And here is the catcher, Mark Bailey. Bailey for the Astros at the moment is batting .333 for the postseason. Not too bad. The Cardinals are going to play the infield halfway. They're going to try to play for 2, which does bring Mumphrey's base running rating from a 3 down to a 2. Let's check the strat. Strat says a 3. Bass is going to... do you try to steal here? 14 minus 1 is 13. Nieto plus 1 is a 14. I wonder if we send Bass to steal. Do we send Bass? You know what? No. I'm going to let Bailey swing. You got a good play. You got Bailey who's hitting pretty well so far. So runners at first and third. Nobody out. Cox will pitch. 1-1. That is a home run with a question mark. Bailey hitting from the switch hitter, hitting from the left side. A 1-18. That is a 19. It is too high. Oh, Cox gets away with a meatball. Well, let's see what Bailey does with it, though. That's a 3-2, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. Single to right for Bailey. He comes through. Mumphrey comes in to score. Bass's base running rating is a 4. It's a single to right. So that's a +2 to get to third, which is a 6. Right fielder Van Slyke is a -1. So a 1-5, Bass is safe at third. A 6-2 to 5, he is out. That is a 5. He will make it. Bass makes third. Bailey is on first, and it is 1-0 Astros. RBI single by Bailey. Next batter, third baseman Phil Garner. Garner is batting .381 actually for the postseason. He is their second leading hitter. So the run in already for the Astros. Phil Garner with bat now. Infield is still going to stay halfway. Still early in the game. Baseball Demos joins us here at Busch Stadium. Actually, it was 2 days of rest, which really, my voice feels very good right now. But I'm still going to keep it down. And depending how long the NLCS and the ALCS go, we'll see if I get any extra days on that. Runners at the corners. Nobody out still here in the top of the second. Checking a strat. That's an 11. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. That's a 1-5 against a righty. Strikeout. 14 is high. Garner will swing. 5-4. And that's a fly ball to center field. Now that's out number 1. Garner has a sacrifice fly rating of 2. He will not bring in Bass that way. Bass's base running rating is a 4. Ball hit to Coleman, ball hit to McGee in center field. So a 1-4, Bass will score. 5 he holds. 6-2 to 5 he's out. That is a 5 he holds. He does not come in. So that's a big out. Out number 1, as they can't get a run in there that way. And that does bring up the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. So let's see what we got here. What do you do here? Nolan Ryan. I think Nolan Ryan will probably swing away. But we'll check the strat roll. And that is a 2. Nothing happening. So Cox will pitch to Ryan. And that is a 4-1. That's a walk. And he walks the pitcher. Cox is a 7. -2 is a 5. And he walks Ryan. Oh, my. You walk the pitcher, and now the bases are loaded for Bill Doran. Doran does ground out into some double plays. Cardinals are going to keep the infield halfway and hoping Cox can get out of this jam. So already fans here at Busch Stadium a little bit nervous. We'll see what happens here. I am going to roll the strat. And that is a 3, and there is nothing happening. Cox will pitch. That's a 4-3. It's a strikeout. 10 is high. Doran will swing. That's a 5-5, and he grounds it to first. They're going to try for the double. Bass is coming in. They're going to try for the double play. Doran 3-0-4. Shortstop Smith +1 is a 5. A 1-5. They turn the double play and get out of this inning. And it is a 1, and they do. First base to shortstop, back to first, double play, inning over. 3-6-3 double play, and the Astros are going to probably wonder if they should have gotten a lot more out of that. But Doran grounds out into the double play, and the side is retired. So let's see, 1 run on 3 hits and a walk. And we go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Stros, but probably should have been more. Leading off for the Cardinals, right fielder Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke is having a good postseason so far. He's batting .348. Ryan will pitch. 3-5. That's a strikeout. The 3 will get Van Slyke. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Ryan. He had 209 of them, but Busch Stadium makes it very difficult to hit here. Although you wouldn't think that, because after all, we had 25 runs, and we had 25 runs in Game 3 and 16 games in Game 4. 16 runs in Game 4 at Busch Stadium. So, of course, what I just said didn't make any sense. Here's Terry Pendleton, third base. Pendleton batting also .348 for the postseason. Ryan, 6-6, error on a throw. Pendleton, 2-1, base hit to second base. And that is Doran. His error rating is a 6. That's an 11. There will not be an error. There will not be a throwing error, so Pendleton will hold at first on a single. So Pendleton gets himself a base hit. Here is the shortstop, the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith. Smith is batting .333 for the postseason so far. Checking on a strat. That is a 6. Hit and run possibility. 4 + 1 is 5, so that makes him a hit and run. Pendleton 12 + 1 is 13, and Bailey is a 0. And Ozzie Smith doesn't strike out much. You know what? Hit and run is on. Ryan will pitch 2-1. That's a walk. And the 2, yeah, that's going to walk him anyway. They're cut in half. So actually against a righty, so 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. Divided by 2 is 3.5. You round down to a 3. That's a 2, and he still walks. A hit and run, and Ozzie Smith still walks. Ooh, that's a bad walk. Runners at first and second. Here is the catcher, Tom Nieto, who surprisingly is batting .278 for the postseason so far. So he's overachieving. Yes, if you bunt and the roll on the pitcher's card is a range play, you assume the range of the player fielding the ball comes into play. That is correct. If it's a failed range play, it's an automatic 1-base single. If a range play comes up on a bunt and he fails the range play, it's an automatic base hit. 1 single, 1 base though. So 1 out, runners at first and second now. Check the strat, 18. Nothing happening this time, and I don't think Nieto's going to bunt here, so he's going to swing away. So runners at first and second, Ryan a bit of a jam, 5-2. Error on a grounder. Nieto will swing, 3-4. That's a ball hit to right field. That is an 18, and against a righty, that's going to just be a fly out to right. It's too high. So that is a fly out to right. There's no error there. That's out number 2. Pendleton's base running rating is a 3. The only way he's out at third is on a 6-6. And it's a 6-4, so he holds at second base. That's out number 2. So now here is Danny Cox, the pitcher. He batted 152 as a hitter in 85. So he will get to swing. Nothing on the strat. Ryan will pitch. And that is a 3-4 wild pitch. And yep, that's a wild pitch by Ryan. He throws it to the backstop. Runners will advance. Runners at second and third now on a wild pitch by the Ryan Express. Mark Bailey saying, calm down, calm down. Now 2 outs. Now a wild pitch could score a run. I'll re-roll the strat. And that is a 3. Nothing happening. Nolan Ryan will pitch. And that's a 3-1 strikeout. And the 18 will get him. He struck him out. 20 minus 2 is 18. And he barely gets Cox at strikeout number 2 for Ryan. And that will end the inning. And that's a chance that goes by the board for the Birds. And they are out of there after 2. 1-0 Astros. Game 1 of this NLCS. In that inning, you had no runs and 1 hit. Top of the third coming up here is Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. Cox with the pitch. 5-5 range play. Reynolds will swing 3-6 ground ball second base. That's her. Her's range is a 2. Nope, that's going to be a base hit for Reynolds. He has his second hit of the game as he gets it by Tommy Herr. And that will bring up Denny Walling. Walling is 0 for 1. Infield halfway, I am rolling the strat. And that is a 2. That would be a possible hit and run attempt, but I don't see Reynolds really stealing. So I'm going to say negative. I'm going to let Walling hit normally. Cox will pitch. 3-6, again a range play. Walling will swing 6-5. That's a fly ball to center field. McGee is out there. His range is a 3. And he won't get that. Is that a single or a double? That's going to be a double for Denny Walling. Reynolds' base running rating is a 4. Double to center plus 1 is a 5 to get home. McGee has no arm. So a 1-5, Reynolds will score. 6-2-5, he is out. That is a 1, he will score. Craig Reynolds comes in to score on a big double by Walling. The white die rating is a 6, which is higher than Walling's 3. So he will hold it second. But another run scores. RBI double for Denny Walling. And the Astros are now up 2-0. Fans are at Busch Stadium getting a little concerned, but they know the Cardinals can always come back. Here's Jose Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1. Infield is back. Strat, a 5. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. And that is a 3-6. Range play again. They're hitting the range plays. Cruz will swing. That is a 2-5. Fly ball to right. That's hit to Van Slyke. His range is a 2. He will make that one. So that's a fly out to right. Finally, a play made in the outfield. Walling's base running rating is a 3 on a fly out to right. A 1-3, he'll get the third. A 6-6, he's out. And he will stay at second. 1 out. Inside pitch doubleheader for those who wish to watch RJL in this game. And the Washington Nationals replay versus Milwaukee. Follow shameless plug. Dave, you can always advertise on my chat anytime you wish. Matter of fact, everybody can do that. I have no limitations in my chat. Say what you need to say. Here's Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey is 1 for 1. He has a double. So already the Astros up 2-0 here, top of the third. Let's roll a strat, see what happens. That's a 17, nothing. Cox, 1-5. That is, again, as the switch hitter. Switch left, that is a blank. Mumphrey will swing 5-1, and that's a base hit past second base. That is a single for Mumphrey. Walling's base running rating is a 3. He will score. Just needs to be a 2. And Mumphrey has an RBI single, and the Astros now lead 3-0. Where's Steeler fan? I'm surprised he's not here. But I know he'll enjoy this so far. So RBI single by Mumphrey. They're going to go talk to Cox, see if he's all right. But right now, really, defense is what's letting him down right now, not him. 3-0 Astros. Here's Kevin Bass. Bass is 1 for 1. Still 1 out here in the top of the third, infield halfway. Checking the strat. That's a 3. I'm not going to do a hit and run. Cox will pitch. 1-2. Error on a grounder. Bass will swing. 2-2. That is a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Pendleton. Error rating is a 7. That's a 3, and he dropped it right out of his glove. It's a 1-base error on Pendleton. E5. Wow. First error on the Birds. That's an E5 on Pendleton. He completely dropped it out of his glove. And now runners at first and second. So definitely Cox face palms and realizes, man, I'm not getting any help here. Failed range plays and now an error. And now here's Mark Bailey. Bailey 1 for 1. If the 6-6 on a runner advance on a fly ball, new. I thought if red die was a 6, the runner was automatically out. No, you got to check the strat. It says right here on flyouts. On a flyout, roll 6 and 6. Runner thrown out, trying to advance. That's the only way. That's the only way he's out. Roll 6 and 6. Roll 6 and 6. So you're still, because remember, you're still rolling 2d6 here, right? So you're still rolling 2d6. Runner on second, less than 2 out. Base running rating. If 1d6 is less than adjusted base running advance, otherwise advance third, otherwise hold. Roll 6 and 6. Runner thrown out, trying to advance. It's the only way he is out on a runner to on a fly out to third, on a fly out to right, or fly out anyway, rolling second. It just shows it doesn't show that many attempts to try to get to third base. That's all on a run from second. So here's Mark Bailey. Bailey 1 for 1. And now there's still 1 out here. Infield still halfway. Infield still halfway. We'll check the strat. That's a 10. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. He's not getting any breaks. 4-5. Range play at the park. Busch Stadium's going to say that's Sue a dice. I'll reroll. Busch Stadium 4-2. And that is a pop out to the catcher. And that is Nieto. His range is a 2. He won't make it. It's going to drop for a foul ball. We'll do it again. Ooh, that's a foul. That's a foul ball he drops. Couldn't get to it. So pretty much in the seats. Pretty much that ball was out of play is what it was. It was behind the screen. We'll do the whole bat again. Cox will pitch. 2-4. That's a strikeout. The 1 got him. He struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Cox. He had 131 of them in 85. That's out number 2. Boy, they needed that. And now here's Phil Garner. Garner 0 for 1. Let's roll the strat first. Strat says an 8. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. 6-6. Walk. 7. Too high because Busch Stadium subtracts 2 from the walks. 2-4 for Garner, and that's a base hit past first. It's a single 3. Garner gets a base hit. Will that score Mumphrey? Base hit. Let's see. Mumphrey's base running rating is a 3. With 2 outs becomes a 4. The answer is yes. Mumphrey comes in to score. Bass's base running rating is a 4, and he will make third. Garner gets into the act. He gets himself an RBI single. And that will score Mumphrey. Bass goes to third, and that error does hurt. And it's now 4-0 Astros. No, it was a range play, not an error, Mark. It was a range play, not an error. It's not an E2. The ball's out of play. He didn't drop it. That's an E2. That's not an error. It was a range play. So Garner gets a base hit, 4-0 Astros, and now the batter is Nolan Ryan with 2 outs. So Cox is having a tough time. And I will roll the strat. And that's a 13, nothing happening. Cox will pitch. 3-1, that's a blank. Ryan will swing 6-3. He lines out to short, and that will end the inning. So the Astros send 8 men to the plate, 3 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Astros. There's a 4-run lead. There's a 4-run lead, good enough for Nolan Ryan. Top of the order for the Cardinals. Here's Vince Coleman. Coleman is 1 for 1. Ryan will pitch, and that's a 3-1 strikeout. 18. That's going to be too high. Coleman will swing 5-2. He gets a base hit past second base. A single for Coleman, and he'll get on base for the second time today. Definitely a stealing threat, and he still will. I'm still rolling strat. Here's Willie McGee, infield halfway. Does he get a chance to steal? Yes, he does. 16 plus 1 is 17. The only way he's out, he's going to try to steal. The only way he's out is the only way he's out is an 18, 19, or 20. And that is a 3, and Coleman is easily in there. He actually slides in and standing up. Slides in standing up. So Coleman with another stolen base. And now to try to steal third, 14 plus 1 is 15. Divide that by 2, so that would be a 7. The only way Coleman could steal third is a 7 or lower. And that's not happening. The infield is now back. So Ryan will pitch. And that's a 2-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 5-6. That's a fly out to center. So McGee flies out. Coleman's base running rating is a 5. 1-2, he'll make third. 6-6, he's out. He'll hold at second base, out number 1. And now Tommy Herr. Herr is 0 for 1. Roll the strat. That is a 13. Nothing happening there. Coleman staying second. Ryan holding him on. Ryan with the pitch. That's a 5-6. That's a hit by pitch. Yeah, he plunked him. 2 plus 10 is 12. And that 4, he hits Herr. Ouch. Hit batter. Herr will travel down to first. You don't want to do that. You got the very dangerous Jack Clark coming up next. Clark is 0 for 1. And now you bring the infield half for a chance. So runners at first and second here. Ryan in a bit of a jam. 20. Ryan's got a pickoff chance. He's going to throw to second, and Coleman is safe. On a 9, he gets back. Ryan will pitch. 3-1. Strikeout. 14. That's too high. Clark will swing. That's a 1-1. He flies out to right. Coleman has a 5. The only way he's out is on a 6-6. That is a 5. He will make it to third, though, on the fly out. So he goes to third, but there are 2 outs. And now Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 1. Runners at first and third. Can Ryan get out of this? I am going to roll a strat. For Coleman to try to steal home, that is 14 divided by 5. And so 14 plus 1 is 5. So the only way Coleman can get a chance to steal home would be on a 3. Nope. Just thought it'd be there, but I don't think he would steal at home anyway. You need base. You're down 4-0. So Ryan will pitch. That's a 2-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Van Slyke will swing. Can he get a hit? 5-5. Nope. He pops out to second, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a hit batter, a stolen base, but nothing else for the Redbirds. 4-0 Stros. The Astros would love to steal a game here in St. Louis to start this NLCS. Here's Bill Doran. Cox is going to stay out there. Cardinal bullpen not going on yet. Cox with the pitch, 2-4. That's a strikeout, 20 way out of the park. Doran will swing, 4-4. That's a ground out to short. Again, Bill Doran just doesn't seem to be able to hit well in the leadoff position, but the lineups for the 7 games have already been set. Here's Craig Reynolds. Reynolds doing well. He's 2 for 2. Cox, 1-6. That's blank. Reynolds swings, 6-5. Star 2, a ground ball to third. Cox needs a good inning here. 2 down. And here's Walling. Walling is 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. Cox with the pitch. 6-4 against the lefty. That's a blank. Walling will swing 5-3, and he grounds out to second base. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Cox. And that's the first time he's done that in this game. Al Red Sox fan joins us here from Busch Stadium, the King of the Hill, who did some awesome pine tar baseball last night. I did not get a chance to watch that, so please no spoilers. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. I've been going a little bit off base in the last 2 days. I had to pick up a copy of a game called Marvel Champions, which ID Jester plays, and I fell in love with the game. So for those of you who don't know much about that, if you're into that kind of stuff, it's awesome. What am I doing here? Bottom of the 4th, right? So here I am getting off track. Here's Terry Pendleton. Pendleton is 1 for 1. It's a fighting game, something like that. It's a Marvel card game. It's a lot of fun and plays very quickly. A lot of fun if you like the Marvel heroes, which I do. So here's Pendleton. Pendleton 1 for 1, bottom of the 4th. I don't know if I'm going to stream the games. I could. I just don't think I have enough room. I'd have to change the settings of my camera. Ryan with the pitch, 3-6. Strikeout. Got him. Struck him out. That is strikeout number 3 for the Ryan Express. Next batter is Ozzie Smith. And Al Red Sox fan is the King of the Hill. Please know that. Please know that for sure, people. Ryan, 5-2. Error on a grounder. Smith, 2-1. That is a ground ball. It's hit the first. That's Walling. Walling's error rating is a 5. Walling's error rating is a 5. That's a 1, and he picks it up, and he bobbles it, and that one just drops out of his glove. That's an error on Walling. Smith is safe. E3. As Ryan went over there to make the play, but by the time he threw it, by the time he tried to get there, it didn't happen. First error on the Astros. So Walling commits a boo-boo. That takes away an out, and here's Tom Nieto. Nieto is 0 for 1, infield halfway. Smith reaches on an error. I will check the strat. That is a 9, and that is nothing happening. Ryan will pitch. 6-4, double question mark. Nieto a righty. A 1-11 is a base hit right up the middle. The 15 is too high. Nieto will swing 6-1, and he grounds it to first. This time, Walling's going to make the play. Does he turn 2, 3, 0, 4? Shortstop is Reynolds. No adjustment. A 1-4. They turn the double play, and yes, they do. Inning over. Nieto grounds out into the 3-6-3, and the side will be retired. So the error doesn't hurt there. Nothing across except an error after 4-0 Astros. Game 1 of this NLCS. Who will be playing in the 1985 World Series? Top of the 5th, Jose Cruz leads off. I'm sorry, my bad. That's actually Denny Walling leads off. My bad. Denny Walling will lead off there. At least I think he does. Timeout 1 second. You know what? Yeah. No, Cruz does lead off. He grounded out. Never put it in there. So Cruz does lead off. Cruz leads off there. He is 0 for 2. Top of the 5th, 4-0 Stros. Cox will pitch. 3-3, that is a blank. Cruz will swing 1-1. Star 3, he grounds out to short as well. So that's out number 1. Maybe Cox has settled down a little bit. Next batter is Mumphrey. Mumphrey, 2 for 2, a double and a single. Cox will pitch. 5-3, that's a blank. Mumphrey will swing. 2-6. That's a ground out to second base. The last 5 outs the Astros have hit into have all been ground outs. Here's Kevin Bass. Bass he's 1 for 1. He's singled and reached on an error. 2 outs. Cox 3-2. Against the lefty switch, that's a blank. Bass will swing. That's a 2-3, and that's a ball hit to left field. That is a 5. Against the righty, Bass has a single. Bass gets his second hit of the game, and he's on base for the 3rd time today. So he trots down to first. And that will bring up Mark Bailey. Bailey is 1 for 2. Infield is still normal. I will roll for Strat. And that is a 9. Nothing happening. Cox will pitch. That's a 3-1. That's a blank. Bailey will swing 2-4, and he grounds out to second, and the inning ends. No runs and a hit for the Astros. And it is 4-0 halfway through the game. Bottom of inning number 5. Danny Cox due to lead off for the Cardinals. Let's see how many batters he's faced. You know what? That's going to be it for him. He will not bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Cox is actually only 3 batters away from being tired. And for me, that's good enough. And he's already given up 4 runs. So that will be it for Danny Cox as he is done. So they will go to the bench. Let me put Cox in there where he belongs. He will go to the bench. Player with the most at bats coming up to bat, that will be Cesar Cedeno. I usually platoon him with Andy Van Slyke. Cesar Cedeno, a late trade from the Reds in the 85 season. So Cedeno will get to swing here against Ryan. That's a 3-1 strikeout. 18 is high. Cedeno will swing. That's Suadice. I'll re-roll. And that is 6-1. That's a ground out to short. 1 down. And that will bring up Coleman. Coleman is having a pretty good game. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles. Ryan will pitch. 5-4. That's a walk. The 13 is high. Coleman does get to swing. 6-4. Star 1. He grounds out to second base. That is out number 2. And here's Willie McGee. McGee is 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Ryan will pitch. That's a 2-3. Strikeout. 20 is high. McGee will swing. 4-1. Star 6. He grounds out to short. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Ryan Express. All ground outs. After 5, still 4-0 Astros. Leading off for the Astros will be Phil Garner, the pitcher, and Doran. So it's right switch. Cardinals, I think, will bring in a right-hander here to pitch. They're down by 4 runs, but the game is not over yet. I think they'll go with Bob Forsch. Bob Force will come on to pitch. 9-6, 2 saves, a 3.90 ERA, and 85. He will pitch to Phil Garner here, top of the 6th inning. Pitch from Force, 4-2 against the righty. Strikeout. The 8 is too high. Garner's a 9, but -2 from Busch Stadium makes it a 7. Garner gets the swing. He gets some help from the ballpark. 4-6, but he can't do anything with it. He grounds it to third. That is the first out. That will bring up the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. He will bat. He's pitching a shutout right now, so you keep him out there as long as you can, and he's still pretty strong. Force with the pitch. 1-5, that's at the park. Busch Stadium says 3-3, and that's a ground out to second. Looks like the offense has petered out a little bit here. 2 outs, and now here's Bill Doran. Doran is 0 for 3. Can he get a hit to save his life? Force, 5-1. That's a blank. Doran gets the swing, 4-4, and nope, he chops it to short, and another 1-2-3 inning on the Astros. A nice job by Force to keep the Astros from doing anything at all. They go in order. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Tommy Herr for the Cardinals. He is 0 for 1. Got hit by a pitch his last time up. The Ryan Express, 1-4. Strikeout, 5. Yep, that will get him. Herr is an 8. -2 is a 6. That's a 5, and he is out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Ryan. And here's Jack Clark. Clark is 0 for 2. Steeler fan finally joins us here at Busch Stadium, and I know he'll be happy as he sees the scoreboard. Ryan will pitch, 6-5. That's a walk, and nope, that 12 is going to be good. He's going to walk Clark. Clark draws the walk. 16 -2 is 14. That's a 12, and Clark will trot down to first. A walk by Ryan, and now here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke is 0 for 2. Infield is halfway. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. That's a 14, nothing happening. Ryan will pitch. That is 3-4. That's a wild pitch. The 19 is high. Ball 1. Ryan will do it again. 2-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Van Slyke will swing 2-6. That's a ball hit to center field. That's an 11 against a righty. That's going to be a triple for Andy Van Slyke. Finally, the Cardinals break through. A triple for Andy Van Slyke. Clark will score. He comes in. Van Slyke goes to third. It's now 4-1. Triple for Van Slyke. Busch Stadium crowd wakes up a little bit on that. And that will bring up Terry Pendleton. Yeah, exactly. I'm beginning to think that, Dave. I really am. Van Slyke on at third. Pendleton now at the plate. Astros are going to keep the infield back. They'll play for the out, which means Van Slyke will score on a ground out. It's early still in the game. We're going to check a strat, see if anything going on. That is a 6 and nothing happening. So Ryan will pitch to Pendleton. That's a 6-5. That's a walk. The 18 is high. Pendleton will swing 4-3, and he grounds it to second. Van Slyke coming home. The throw will go to first to get out number 2, but the run scores. And the lead is cut in half. They'll take the fielder's choice, make it 4-2, and take the out. So 2 runs come in now for the Cardinals, and now the batter is Ozzie Smith. You knew sooner or later the Cardinal offense would have to wake up a little bit. Smith is 0 for 1. Walked, and actually it's 0 for 0. I'm sorry. He walked and reached on an error. So he doesn't have official at bat yet. Ryan will pitch 2-2. That's at the park. Busch Stadium will say 1-2, and that's a grounded at the plate. And that's picked up there by Bailey. He'll throw to first to get the out. And that ends the inning. Cardinals get a couple of runs, 2 runs on 1 hit and a walk and a fielder's choice. Cardinals are back in this game after 6, 4-2, Astros. We go to the top of the 7th. Are they going to keep Forsch out there? The answer is no. I don't think they, well, actually, you know what? I think you do. Bob Forsch is going to pitch to Craig Reynolds. Reynolds does not hit well against righties. So they're going to have Forsch pitch to Reynolds. And then we'll see what they'll do. Yeah, right, exactly. You're right there, Dave. Good. Robin Ventura was in school in 85. Or I remember that scene. I remember that scene between Robin Ventura and I do remember that scene. Forsch will pitch to Reynolds. That's a 2-6. That's a walk plus. And that 9 is going to walk him. That 9's going to walk him. 4 minus 2 is 2. But you add plus 10, 12. He walks Reynolds. Ugh. Oh, Forsch. He walks him. That puts a leading runner on base. Now the batter is Walling. And Forsch is going to pitch to Walling. Forsch is going to pitch to him infield halfway. Anything on? I'm not rolling Strat anymore, am I? No Strat. No Strat right now. Forsch will pitch. That's a 6-4. That's a wild pitch. That's 17. Oh, cow, it's too high. 6 goes all the way up to 16, and Forsch gets a 17. So no wild pitch. He'll do it again. Ball 1. Forsch, 1-5. That's at the park. Busch Stadium says 5-2, and that's going to be a base hit to left field. Reynolds' base running rating is a 4. Single to left to get the third, -2 is a 2. Left fielder is Coleman, -1. The only way Reynolds gets the third is on a 1. 2-5 he holds. 6-2-5 he is out. That is a 6-3. That's a 3-6. So he will hold at second. The 3 is the red die is always first. So Reynolds holds at second. He will not get to third. But that is a base hit for Walling. That's his second hit of the game and now brings up Jose Cruz. Thanks to the ballpark. So runners at first and second. Cruz is 0 for 3. And they're going to let Forsch see what he wants to do here. You got left, switch. They're going to take Forsch out. Forsch is actually due to bat second, but that's going to be it for Forsch. Cardinals are going to take him out. They're going to bring in a lefty here. And they're going to bring out Ricky Horton. Ricky Horton will pitch to Jose Cruz. Still nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Astros are in business. No Strat. Horton will pitch. 1-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. He just came in to pitch. 6-2, and that is a star 5. It's a ground ball to first. Cruz double play rating 2-0-3. Shortstop is Smith is a 4. A 1-4. Cardinals turn it. That is a 6. No, they don't, and that is not good. That's a slow rolling grounder. The only play was at first. So Cruz is out, but the runners advance. That puts 2 runners in scoring position. So the play is made by Clark, and he'll take it himself. It was the only play he could make. So now the Astros have runners at second and third, and here is Jerry Mumphrey, and he's 2 for 3. Cardinals are going to call the infield in. They cannot afford any more runs to score. So infield is in. There is no strat. Horton will pitch. 4-2. Strikeout. 17 is high. Mumphrey will swing. 3-5. And that's going to be a double into center field. Mumphrey comes through with a big hit. Stadium groans. Reynolds will score. Walling will score. Mumphrey goes to second. 6-2 Astros. Section 1933 cheers. Yay! Jerry Mumphrey, 2 RBI double, puts the Astros up 6-2 here. And that is a big hit. The next batter will be Kevin Bass. Bass is 2 for 2. 2 singles and reached on an error. Well, what a hit by Mumphrey. Infield now goes back. Cardinals cut it in half, and the Astros get 2 runs in the next half inning. That kills all your momentum. Do they allow a Section 1933 in Busch? Have to ask Steeler fan that question. Horton will pitch. That's a 4-4. Error on a grounder. Bass will swing 2-1 against the lefty. That's a double into left field for Bass. Holy cow, he smacks a double. That automatically scores Mumphrey. The ball is hit to left. It is an error on a grounder. The left fielder is Coleman. His error rating is a 7. That's a 5. He's going to make an error. He's going to make an error. That automatically puts Bass on third. His base running rating is a 4. Coleman -1 is a 3. A 1-3, Bass scores. Yes, he does. Holy cow. What a disaster for the Cardinals in this inning. That is a double. An error on Coleman. That is an E7. That automatically scores Mumphrey, and that puts the runner automatically on third, and he turns on the Jets, and he will score as he bobbles. The ball gets past Coleman. He scores. It's 8-2 Astros. Stadium throws up. Blech. Section 1933 cheers. Yay! Second error on the Cardinals, as that brings in everybody, and Ricky Horton can't believe it. 8-2 Astros. The next batter is Mark Bailey. Horton's not getting any breaks. That's going to be it for Horton. Well, actually, no, they're going to keep him out there. They need him. He's due to bat second. You don't want to give up any pitchers. You don't want to give up base runners, but right now it's already an 8-2 game unless the Cardinals do the same thing they did against the Expos. Horton's going to pitch to Bailey. There's still nobody out here. There's 1 out in the inning. Bailey is 1 for 3. Horton will pitch. 3-6. Error on a throw. Bailey will swing 2-2. That's a ball hit to right field. That's a 2 against the lefty. That's a base hit. Bailey smacks a single off of Horton. And the Cardinals here, maybe they gave up all their runs in that last game against the Expos. There's no throwing error, obviously, so Bailey holds it first. Bailey on at first. I don't know how many failed range plays, but there are 2 Cardinal errors. For the World Series, I might keep track of failed range plays and of range plays just to see what the difference would have been here. Looks like Horton might have to take it for the team. Bailey on at first. And here's Phil Garner. As I know, Steeler fan right now is very happy to see what he sees right there. No strat. Horton will pitch 1-1. That's a double question mark. Garner, a righty, a 17. That's too high. So nothing happening there. Garner will swing 5-2. He gets a base hit past second. That's a single. Bailey's base running rating is a 2. He will not make third. He will have to hold. Runners at first and second. The batter is Nolan Ryan. And he's going to stay out there. You got a 6-run lead. Why use your bullpen? Ricky Horton will pitch to Ryan. And that is Sua Dice. I'll re-roll. And, of course, the die goes all the way. But that's why I got this. Back scratchers come in very handy sometimes. We'll do it again. Horton will pitch 6-3. That's a blank. Ryan will swing 3-6. Ryan gets a base hit. That's a single pass short. Oh, my. Ryan gets into the swing of things. He's got a base hit. Bailey's base running rating is a 2, though. He will not score, so he holds at third, and the bases are loaded. And that will bring up Bill Doran. And Horton he's tiring out pretty quick. That's it for Horton. He's just completely ineffective. Cardinals will go to the pen. And one out here. You got switch left. I think they'll bring in a righty, and they're going to go with Joe. They're going to go with Joe Baver. He's a short reliever. He's due to bat second anyway. So here's Joe Baver. He'll come in to pitch against Bill Doran. So bases loaded, one out here. Astros are putting a hurt on the Cardinals in this first game. No strat. Baver will pitch. That's a 3-4, and that's a hit by pitch. The 8 is too high. Doran will swing, though. 5-2. He lines out to second. Is there a double play? That is a 1, and the answer is yes. Double play. Ryan is out. The runners hold. Wow. Doran just not getting any breaks. That's an L4. That's an L4-3 double play. So Ryan is out of there. And the side is retired. Forgot there was one out. That's a double play. L4-3 double play. Side retired. Wow, Doran a chance to get more runs, but the damage is done in this inning. Let's see what we got here. 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 1 error. And 1 error. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Astros lead 8-2. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. And the old man is snoring. Yep. This is only the first game of the Championship Series round. Tonight will be game 1 of the American League Championship Series. The Minnesota Twins will take on the New York Yankees. It will be Bert Blyleven going up against Ron Guidry.
That is the matchup tonight, as the number one starters do face off against each other. As when they ended their division series, they went through their four-man rotation for both teams, the Twins and the Twins over the Blue Jays and the Yankees over the Red Sox. So it is the number one starters so it's 1-1 all the way through the ALCS. So don't miss tonight, Game 1, Twins and the Yankees starting the ALCS tonight. Bottom of the 7th, Astros leading 8-2 on the Cardinals. Tom Nieto will lead off. Ryan has at least 3 batters more he can face before tiring. Let's see how we can go. Fans here at Busch Stadium are already thinking about tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Ryan, 1-2, strikeout, 18 is high. Nieto, 1-4, that's a star 3. It's a ground out to short. Of course, with the way the Cardinals came back against the Expos, anything's possible. Joe Baver is not going to bat. They'll go to the bench. It still has to be the number one at bats. It's going to be Tito Landrum. I usually save the catchers. So Tito Landrum will pinch hit against Nolan Ryan. 1 out. Ryan with the pitch. 1-6. Walk plus. Yep, that'll walk Landrum. So the pinch hitter gets walked. And now Vince Coleman. No strat. Landrum on it first. Ryan will pitch to the speedster. 1-4. Strikeout 8. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Coleman, and that is strikeout number 5 for the Ryan Express. He is now tired, but let's see how long he can go. And there are now 2 outs and a chance for Willie McGee. McGee is 0 for 3. Landrum on it first. Some fans here have already left Busch Stadium. Some have stayed knowing, hey, look, you know what happened against the Expos. Pitch from Ryan, 4-4. That's a wild pitch. The 8 is a wild pitch. He throws it to the backstop. Landrum will go to second. Wild pitch by Ryan. That's the first wild pitch he's thrown in this series. Landrum goes to second. And he's going to stay out there. He'll pitch to McGee. Do it again. 2-5. That's a blank. And he is, no, it's not blank. That's a single one right up the middle. He is tired, and that is a base hit for Willie McGee. Landrum's base running rating is a 3. He will score easily. So he comes home. It's now 8-3, and that will be it for Ryan. I do use the optional rule if a pitcher is tired and it does come on it does hit a fatigue symbol. When he is tired, he is done. So Ryan is coming out. The Cardinals do get a run, though. It is 8-3 on a base hit by McGee. I know, doesn't it? But that's pretty much how the logos looked at that time. Some logos I weren't able to get. They're none available. So Ryan is coming out. We are in the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see what the Cardinals want to bring out. Let's see. You got switch right, left coming up. There are 2 outs. They're going to go with Bill Dawley, the right-hander. Bill Dawley will come on to pitch. Tom Herr will bat with 2 outs here. In the bottom of the 7th, 8-3 now. As replayed, let's see here. As played, replay question. If the team was out of it and played scrubs, but they are in your pennant race, do you adjust or stick with the scrubs? I still stick with the starting lineups. That's one of the reasons that actually makes it interesting to see what teams with a lineup bunch of scrubs can actually do in a game that meant something during the replay. I stuck with the starting lineups. But then again, of course, we had all that roster expansion, so I had all those extra players to work with in the last month of the season of 85, and I'm going to do the same thing again with the next season gets chosen. So McGee on it first. Her at bat. It is now 8-3. Still no strat. Dawley will pitch 5-5. That's a strikeout. 16 is high. Hurd gets to swing 4-4. That's a star one. It's a fly out to left, and that will end the inning. So 1 run for the Cardinals on 1 hit, a wild pitch. It actually took a while to do those 3 half innings. After 7, 8-3 Astros. Game's not over yet, though. We know what happened in the game against the Expos. And that can happen. And if it happened once, it'll happen again. We go to the top of the 8th. Astros have left coming up. But the problem is they hit righties worse. So I think we're going to see a right-hander here for the Cardinals. But down 5 runs. I think they're just going to go with Bill Campbell. Bill Campbell will pitch to Craig Reynolds here, starting the top of the 8th. As far as fatigue goes for relief pitchers, I'm really not going to pay attention to fatigue. I think, as far as I'm concerned, they can pitch. If one pitcher pitches 3 days in a row, though, he won't be available for a game without a day off. But there always is, because you got 2 days, then you have a simulated day off, then you pitch 3 in a row, and then you have a simulated day off, and then you got the last 2. Campbell will pitch. And that is a 2-6. That's a blank. Reynolds will swing 5-5. Against a righty, that's a ground ball to first. Out number 1. That's the first out. And here's Denny Walling. Walling is 2 for 4 today. Campbell will pitch 4-2. Strikeout 6. Too high. Walling will swing. That's a 3-4. And against a right-hander, that's a ground ball to first. Out number 2. And now here's Jose Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 4. Him and Doran are the only 2 hitters that have not joined the hit parade for the Astros. Campbell will pitch 6-2. That's a walk. That 6 is going to be good. It will walk Cruz. Cruz trots down to first. So at least he gets on base. And now here's Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey having a heck of a game. He's 3 for 4. 2 doubles and a single. No strat. And we have another sewer dice. Man, my dice like to kill themselves. Campbell, 5-1. That's a possible error. Mumphrey, 4-5. That's a base hit to past third base. And that is Pendleton. Error rating is a 7. That's an 11. It's not going to be an error, so that's a single pass third. Cruz's base running rating is a 3, becomes a 4 with 2 outs. He still will not make third. He will have to hold at second. And so here's Kevin Bass with 2 outs. Mumphrey continues to hit well. Bass having a good game too. He is 3 for 4. 3 for 4, doubled, and scored on an error in the outfield. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Pitch from Campbell, 2-4. That's a home run, question mark. Bass switch hitter heading from the left side, a 1-10. The 20 is too high. Bass will swing, though, 5-5, and he gets a base hit past short. That's a single. Cruz's base running rating is a 3, becomes a 4, and he will score from second. Cruz comes in to score on a base hit past short. Mumphrey's base running rating is a 3, and he will not make third. He has to hold. Becomes a 4 with 2 outs, but he still doesn't score, and it's now 9-3 Astros. That's the fourth hit by Bass. As the middle of the order is really doing it for the Astros. Here's Mark Bailey. Bailey is 2 for 4. Still 2 outs here. All these runs, these hits are coming with 2 outs. Top of the 8th, 9-3. Campbell will pitch. That's a 5-6 against the lefty switch. That's an automatic out. It's a star 6. It'll be a fly out to center, and the inning will end there. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 9-3 Astros. They're making a statement in this game for this series so far, and doing it on the road. And a win here will steal the home field advantage. Bottom of the 8th inning, Bill Dawley coming out to pitch. Jack Clark will lead off, and Dawley will pitch to him. Clark is 0 for 2. Pitch from Dawley, 1-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Clark will swing 6-4. He grounds it to first. So that is out number 1. And now here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke tripled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Dawley, 6-5. Against the lefty, blank. Van Slyke, 1-3. Grounds out to short. That's the second out. And now Terry Pendleton. Pendleton is 1 for 3. Singled in the second. Dawley will pitch. That's a 6-6 wild. Ball 1. Another Suadice. 4-2. That's a walk. The 12 is going to be too high. Pendleton will swing 4-2. He grounds out to short, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning by Dawley. After 8, the Astros all over the Cardinals, 9-3. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Phil Garner leading off. Campbell is tired. They're actually going to leave him out there to see how long he can pitch. It's going to take it for the team. The Cardinals really don't want to go to the bullpen. They're down 6 runs. Top of the 9th inning. We'll see how long Campbell can go. Pitch from Campbell, 3-4. And against a righty, strikeout plus, he gets Garner. Garner is now 2 for 5 after that strikeout, out number 1. Pinch hitter coming in for Dawley. As Dawley is done, it is the 9th inning. Anybody can come out to pitch for the Astros. The bat for the Astros got a 6-run lead. It can be anybody I want. So let's see. The Astros are going to give a guy a chance. They're going to let Harry Spillman come up to bat. The game right now is really not in doubt at the moment. Harry Spillman will pinch hit. He gets a chance to swing a bat. Didn't get to do anything in any of the games, so he's going to get a chance to swing. Campbell will pitch, 6-5. That's a strikeout. The 19 is high. Spillman will swing, 2-5, and he flies out to left. But he's happy he got to swing the bat, though. 2 men out, and here's Bill Doran. Doran is 0 for 5. Campbell's still pitching. He's tired. And that is a 3-5. And against the switch left, that is a automatic out. And that's a star 3 and a ground out to short. Bill Doran is 0 for 6 in this game. But he will stay the leadoff hitter as the rosters were made up. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for a tired Bill Campbell. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Ozzie Smith leads off for the Cardinals. Bottom of the ninth inning. Not a save situation. Hold on 1 second here. 1-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. They're going to bring out a lefty here. They're going to bring out Frank DePino to pitch to Ozzie Smith. Frank DePino will pitch to Smith here, bottom of the ninth inning. Pitch from DePino, 2-2, range play at the park. Busch Stadium says 4-3. That's a base hit to center field, but it's a range play. Ball is at the Cruz. His range is a 3. Nope. That's going to be a base hit with a single with a possible double. Smith's base running rating is a 4. Yes, the Cardinals are in runner safe mode, but when on these they have to be followed. So Smith's going to try for second. His base running rating is a 4. Cruz is a +1 arm, so a 1-5. Smith will get to second. A 6, he's out, and he is safe. Ozzie Smith gets a leadoff double. What? Did you still expect a 1-2-3 ninth inning at RJL 518? I think not. Ozzie Smith, a leadoff double, and the batter will be Tom Nieto. And the Cardinals get some run here as they're down 9-3. Pino will pitch 6-6, and against a righty, it's a blank. Nieto, a 2-6. That's a fly ball to right. That is out number 1. And Smith, I'm not even going to have Smith roll to try to get the third, because if he gets thrown out on a 6-6, which can happen, he will hold it second, and that's 1 out. And will not have him roll to go to third. We'll see a pinch hitter for Bill Campbell. As Campbell coming out. Not much in the way of batters. Here is Ivan DeJesus will come out to pinch hit. Smith on at second. There's 1 out. DePino will pitch to DeJesus. That's a 6-6 against a righty. It's a blank. DeJesus will swing 4-5. He laces a double into left field. A pinch hit double for Ivan DeJesus. So that will score Smith. DeJesus goes to second. And the score is now 9-4. And now the batter is Vince Coleman. Coleman is 2 for 4. And they're going to leave DePino out there to pitch to Coleman. Coleman does not hit the lefties as well as the rights. So it's now a 9-4 game with 1 out here on the bottom of the 9th inning. Still no strat. Cardinals still in runner safe mode. DePino will pitch. 6-5. Home run question mark. Nothing. That won't happen either way because Coleman's a 0 against the lefty and a -1, so that doesn't matter. Home run question mark. Coleman does get the swing, though. That's a 3-5, and he flies out to center. And that is out number 2. And DeJesus will stay where he's at. And now Willie McGee will try to keep the game alive. McGee is 1 for 4. Runner on second, 9-4 Astros. DePino will pitch to McGee. He'll stay out there. 2 outs. DePino with the pitch. 1-4. Hit by pitch. Too high. McGee will swing. 2-6. And that's a base hit right back up the middle through the box. For Willie McGee, it's a single. DeJesus will score from second. He comes in. McGee goes to first. And it is now 9-5. Dolly Parton. Willie McGee gets a base hit, makes it 9-5, and here's Tom Herr. And they're going to let DePino pitch to him. He still has 2 more batters. They're going to stick with him. Dave Smith is not warming up yet, but now it's 9-5. Runner still safe, still no strike, but 2 outs. Can DePino just close this game out? DePino with the pitch, 2-2. Range play at the park. Busch Stadium says 2-2. That's a fly ball to right field. The ball is hit to Mumphrey. His range is a 3. If he makes it, the ball game is over. He's got it. He's got under air. He's got plenty of room. Puts up his glove. Block. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Cardinals make it a little interesting, but not much there. 2 runs on 3 hits. Not enough, but the Astros will take a Dolly Parton 9-5 win. As they are awesome in this postseason, as Steeler fans correct, that is 6 wins in a row. The Astros are 6-1 in the postseason. Final line score coming up. For the Astros, 9 runs on 17 hits and 1 error. For the Cardinals, 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Nolan Ryan gets the win. He's going to go to 2-0. Cox takes the loss. It's his second loss, and he drops to 0-2, and there is no save. The next pitchers for these teams, the next pitchers for these clubs in game number 2, for the Astros will be Jeff Heathcock, and for the Cardinals will be Joaquin Andujar in game number 2. So that does it here. Al Red Sox fan, Steeler fan, Philip Reynolds, baseball demos, Mark Forsberg, for Remain 90. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. It would be most appreciated. Subscribe if you've not done so. And we'll see you guys tonight for Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Twins and the Yankees. So all you Yankee fans and all you Yankee haters, please join us for that game. We'll see you guys later tonight. Astros over the Cardinals 9-5. Astros take the series lead 1-0. See you guys tonight.